Hi everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Welcome to this 25 to 30 minute core flow practice. So we're gonna flow through practice just like a Vinyasa yoga class. And then from there, I'll tie in some core in the beginning, middle, and end as well to fire up your stomach. So get your mat set up and let's go ahead and practice. All right, so I want you to go ahead and have a seat all the way onto your bottom. And you're gonna hug your knees into your chest, so big squeeze, and then rock a little bit from side to side. So massage your low back down into your mat as you rock from left to right. Good. And then exhale, let's press our feet to the sky. And then just kind of roll your ankles around in big circles. So I want you to point your toes, flex your feet as we move into colder weather. We also move into boot season, different kinds of shoes. We move away from, a lot of our kind of sandals, slip-ons. So it's that idea of just making sure our feet feel healthy, because a lot of times our feet work a little bit harder depending on what shoes we're choosing to wear. Good, really point and flex and circle, point and flex and circle. Exhale, give your knees a big hug. And then we're just gonna warm up the core real quick. From there, we'll move into child's pose, okay? So we'll start with that little bit of core work just to heat up. So put your hands behind your head. And then on your exhale, you're gonna twist the left arm to the right, and then switch. Switch, switch, switch. Good, side to side. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, you're halfway there. Keep moving. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug it in nice and tight on your exhale. And then press your feet straight up. Good. Now take your palms, put them underneath your butt. 1, 2, 3. And then from there, you're going to slowly lower your legs down to a point that doesn't hurt your back. Squeeze those inner thighs real tight. And then gracefully bring them back up. Good, slowly lower, don't allow that back to arch. I know it's super hard, and then bring it back up. Let's do 4 more of those. So it's down, 2, 3, 4, pause, good, up, 2, 3, 4. Down, 2, 3, 4, pause, up, 2, 3. Last 2, I think, maybe I miscounted. Down, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3. Last one together. Let's lower down, 2, 3, pause, and then up, 2, 3, 4. Good. Give your knees a big hug. Now, place your hands next to you. You're going to drop your heels down. Exhale, pick up your butt. Good. So it's a heel drop, and then a reverse crunch. Booty comes up. Nice. Drop those heels. Good, move slow with me, so try not to move any faster than I'm moving. You're just tapping those heels and then curling the booty up. Good, let's do 4. Pick up the booty. Now my abs were a little sore before this started, so hopefully you guys don't need a whole lot more of this. 2. One more time, tap, and now reverse crunch, good. And then exhale, hug your knees in again. Good. Rock it up 3 times to seated. Hold the back of those legs for 1. Rocking on the spine, avoiding the back of the head. Okay, 1 more. All the way up. Chest up, belly in, chest up, up, up. Good. Now, if you want, you're going to straighten those legs or keep them bent. And then see if you can free the arms. Good. Chest is up. Elevate the torso. Here is your boat for 4. You're going to cross those ankles. You're going to transition to your hands and knees in 3, 2, 1, cross, transition, shift it back, and then you're going to take your bum, you're going to push it back to your heels, and then you're going to take child's pose. Now we'll explore some core throughout today's practice a little bit more. So just take your time through it, and if you need a break, take a break. But again, with these short practices, the goal is to stay with the sequence the whole time, with the breath and with the movement. So do the best you can. We're going to inhale, come up to the hands and knees. Curl your toes, down dog, hips up and back. Good. Let your knees be soft here as your hips lift up, and then move your ribs a little bit closer to those thighs. So that as you find your first down dog, you're really picking up the butt, lifting it to the sky, and then raise your heels as high as you can. So come high onto the balls of your feet. Nice. Exhale, drop those heels down into your yoga mat. Perfect. Inhale high to the balls of your feet. Exhale, when you're ready, drop your heels down. Now shift to plank, top of a push-up. Here's your first chaturanga, lower. Inhale with me, back bend. So either up dog or cobra. Remember, up dog requires the thighs to be up, tops of the feet down, and then up and over. Come back to down dog. Right leg picks up, so lift it to the sky. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Inhale, lift it back up. And then step your right foot forward. You're gonna lower your left knee, keep your fingertips down for me. And I want you to pull your chest through. So you're gonna find that length in your left hip flexor. Good, take another big breath in there. And then on the exhale, curl the back toes, lift your knee, and then straighten your right leg as you fold over the shin. So breathing into the back of your hamstring. Good, we bend the knee again, we lower the knee. This time, look forward and reach straight up for your knee down lunge. So if your hip flexors are feeling a little tender, okay, pull back some so you're not as deep. Otherwise, allow yourself to sink in. Take another big inhale, take the arms in a circle. You're gonna hold on to the low back and then you're gonna inhale, nice, lift and open. Take another big breath in. Exhale, bring your hands down to the ground. Curl the back toes, lift the knee, 1, 2, 3, step to plank. Drop down to the right forearm and then the left forearm, which puts you in forearm plank. And then let both of your feet go to the right, but don't move those forearms. They're still on the mat. Good, take another deep breath in here. Come back to center by rolling to the balls of your feet. Exhale, drop your heels left. Heart reaches forward, firm press through your forearms. Come back to center on your inhale, hold it, and then exhale, high plank, right hand, left hand. Look forward, here's your vinyasa, lower, lift, and then meet me in dog. Nice job. Breathe out of your mouth. Good. And then just soften, maybe turn your head left and right. So feel the release of any muscles in your neck that are feeling tight. And then let's press the left leg up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, reach. And then step forward. So you're gonna put your back right knee down gently. Keep your fingertips on the mat and just kind of push your hips forward. Pause there. Good, breathe into that back right hip flexor. And then on your exhale, we're gonna curl the back toes, lift the knee, and then straighten your left leg. Now again, depending on your balance here or your flexibility, you may need blocks or props of some sort. Or if this feels good, just hold it as you fold. Now we rebend, we put the right knee down again, but this time we bring the arms up. So as your arms come up, reach. And again, if you're feeling a little tight or tender right here to the front of the right hip, stay back. Otherwise, allow your hips to go forward. And then add the arms, creating the back bend here. 3. Lengthening, opening, stretching. You've got this. 2. One more big breath. Exhale, 1. Hands come down. Back toes curl. We go to plank. 1, 2, 3. Left forearm to the mat and then the right. Good. Now drop your feet to the right again. Option 1, hold. Option 2, we dip and lift for 5. 4, both forearms are still down. 3, 2, come through center. Exhale, feet go left. Stay there or dip. 5, 4, come on. 3, 2, one more time. Center, hold it everybody right here. Strong, strong, strong. Left palm, right palm. Look forward on your inhale. Good job. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale. Good. Down dog, exhale. So as your palms spread and they really glue into the mat, allow your toes to spread away from one another. If you can't spread your toes, by the way, you want to start working on that. So when you're sitting on the couch, notice if you can individually pull one toe away from the other, which is really good awareness of the muscles in your feet and the ones that are activated and the ones that aren't. Now, big gaze forward, bend those knees, step or float. Halfway lift the spine. And then let's take that nice forward bend for the first time. You can grab opposite elbows maybe. So go ahead and reach and hang. Inhaling and exhaling slowly. And just feeling your head drop down to the earth. Good. Let the hands release now. Exhale. Inhale, reach and rise. Arms up, eyes up, look up. Back bend. And then on your exhale, let's fold forward together. Take a flat back, lengthen out. Left foot steps back, so you're in a lunge. Right arm rises, so you're in a twisted lunge. Now, keep your right knee moving forward, so find the alignment right on top of that ankle. Good. And then twist just a bit more. Look up to your right thumb if you can. Squeeze your inner thighs. 3, 2, here's a funky transition. Come to plank, right hand down, step back, and then put the weight into the right hand for side plank, left arm up. Feet are scissored on my end. You can stack them if you wish, that's harder. Then on your exhale, Vinyasa, or if you're feeling tired, feel free to skip it. And I'll meet ya in downward facing dog. Open your mouth, exhale. Walk your hands to the back of your mat. So now you're back with your toes. Bend your knees, Utkatasana. So that's a chair pose. So take the arms up and then take your hips back. Now your knees like to bow apart here, so hug them in together. Really find that place where they can work. Good. 3, sit a little bit deeper if it's available, don't force it. 2, and then exhale, bow forward. Nice job. Walk your hands forward. High plank, exhale here, lower all the way down to your belly. Now take the hands back, reach them for your toes, palms are flat. When you're ready, we're gonna lift the chest by pressing into the palms, and then keep pushing the palms as you lift your feet. Now try to bring the feet together, and if you're very comfortable and your back bend feels good, then maybe add the arms. Good. Look slightly down so that your neck is still, your chin is gently tucked. Exhale, lower. Hands go under the armpits, elbows to sky, scapula, squeeze it, toes tuck, 1, 2, 3. Plank. Good. Downward facing dog. Take a gaze to your hands, bend your knees, step or hop. Halfway lift. Let's fold forward again. Reach and rise, arms up. Back bend if you want. So you can go straight up to sky and just stand here, or move further. And then exhale, fold with me. Flat back to lengthen, and then the right foot steps back. Make sure that your hips are not dumping into the right, okay? So keep everything tight, hug your inner thighs in. Right hand down, left arm, please take your twist. So as you bend your left knee forward, line it up with your ankle. Squeeze your inner thighs in, engage your back right glute. Take another big inhale, look up. Can you see your thumb easily? And then lower your left hand down on your exhale. Here we go to plank, 1, 2, 3. And then transition to the left for side plank. Good. Right arm up. Scissor your feet, which means the right foot is in front, or stack them. Stacking's a little bit harder though. Exhale as you come to plank. Option 1, join me. I'm just gonna lift my hips to dog. Option 2, Vinyasa, your choice. Good. Breathe out. We're gonna go back to a flow here, so let's press the right foot up. Exhale, step forward. High lunge, inhale, biceps by the ears, reach up, lean back. Good, exhale, bring the hands down. Now you're gonna anchor your back heel, so spin it down, and then inhale, come all the way up, warrior two. So that's where we start to bend the right knee forward, and then take those arms nice and long as you gaze out over your right arm. Reverse your warrior. Hold it here. Now look at my right leg. Let yours start to straighten as well. Push. We're gonna move right to triangle. So hand to inside of foot or outside. Or again, if you have your block, second height or highest height probably, you'll push down. Now the energy in that hand, so my right hand that's on the block is light. So don't drive your hand down hard enough to where you're gonna break your wrist, but just be soft. So if there was a piece of paper under your hand, it would just very lightly crinkle. Good, bend your knee, get your block out of the way, and then inhale, come all the way up to reverse warrior. Keep coming. Good, cartwheel all the way back down to the mat. Vinyasa or down dog. And again, I offer you that or just so that you don't feel like it's too much, okay? Let's press the left leg up, breathe in. Exhale, step through. High lunge, reach up. Here we go, lean back. Exhale, hands down to the earth. Now spin your back heel, plant it. Just like you're sealing and shutting a window, push down. And then rise up, strong warrior two, good job. Settle. So let your left knee bend, line it up right with that ankle. So yes, there's a lot of work going on right here, like a lot. And there's a lot of work going on this back right leg. On your next breath, inhale, reverse. Stay here, bent knee. Now push to straighten the leg, guys. Find a little bit more room. And then exhale, we shift. We go right to our triangle. Now I used to hate this pose because it didn't feel good in my body. But then I learned how to use my muscles during the pose, but at the same time relax them. Use a prop if needed. And then figure out how to align this top arm with your bottom arm, which is where you really start to feel that side body stretching. 3. Can you see your thumb? 2. Now bend your left knee forward, look forward. Come all the way up, reverse the warrior. Come on, keep shifting back. Cartwheel your hands down. Pause here for me though. So get your block out of the way if you were using it. And then we're gonna take a quick pivot to the right into a wide-legged forward fold. Exhale the hands to your ankles, pull your chest to your thighs. You want to think about tucking your chin and diving through those legs and breathing. You're here for 3, 2, nice effort, hands down, pivot forward for me, so take a turn. And now step your back foot up so that both feet are at the top of your mat and you're into forward bend. Take about 2 breaths as the heart rate may have gone up there. Grab your pinky toe, pull it away from the second toe. Grab the second toe, pull it away from the third toe. Grab the third toe, pull it away from the fourth toe. Grab the fourth toe, pull it away from the big toe. And now grab the big toes, press them towards each other, pushing them away. Good, and then hopefully that gets easier and easier the more you practice of spreading your toes. Wash your hands after class, by the way. Inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale the hands to your heart for a standing balance. So pull your left knee to your chest. Stand on your right leg, make it work. We're gonna exhale to warrior 3 for a moment. And then get your block handy underneath your right hand, or don't. Put your right hand down. So notice my right hand is in front of my right foot and then over to the right. Then I open up my hips. So I'm peeling my left foot open towards the pineapples behind me. And then if you're comfortable, this is great. Otherwise, add the top arm component so that your half moon shape can have the whole left side of the body open to the left. Good. Take another big inhale. Can you look up to your left thumb? And then exhale, you're going to put your left hand down. Everybody roll your left hip close. Pull your left knee to your nose. And then inhale, walk your hands in line with your foot. Pick up that left leg higher, standing splits. 3. Pull your torso down into that right leg. Happy hamstrings. 2. Yes, yes, yes. Release your feet together. Good job. Inhale halfway up. Hold it. Come all the way up. And then let's go right to side 2. Hands to heart. Good. Right knee comes to chest. So you're standing firmly into that left foot, please. Exhale to kick it back. Hold. So there's a lot of core involved in A, standing balance like warrior 3, but B, the transition to another standing balance. So again, left hand goes in front of the left foot, but then it also goes left. So it's an upside down capital L. Rotate. And if you lost me on that analogy, then just forget about it. Turn your right toes a little bit more. If your right chest is angled down, do the best you can to roll those ribs. Yes, yes, yes. You look great. Reach up. Good. Maybe look up. And then if your stomach is soft, figure out how to make it hard. Turn it on. You're here for 3. Come on, lift that top leg. You're so strong. 2. Now listen closely. Just the right hand comes down. Then the right hip rolls down. Then the right knee comes into the chest. That's where we can walk the hands back to reset. So I'm going to try to line up my fingertips and my toes. And I'm going to push my right leg up. Standing splits. Now I imagine my right leg is facing the ceiling, but I know it's not. And then on your exhale, let's let those feet come together. Yes, yes, yes. Blow out a big candle that your big toes are holding. And then exhale, turn your toes out about 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock, but your feet are only about 3 inches apart, so it's not deep yogi squat. Drop those hips. Possibly walk your hands out. Exhale, fold in. So I want you to feel that rounding of the upper back. Option 1, stay option 2. I'm going to reach my hands back, palms face up. Okay, biggest option, grab your heels. So when I round forward, I'm in like a little ball. And if you're wondering how I got here, years of flexibility practice, okay? So don't worry if you're not there yet. Good. Bring yourself back to your fingertips if you're not already there. And then please bring your bottom down. Ready, set, wee. Nice. All right, little bit of core. Scoot the bum forward. Lay down onto your back. Exhale. From the beginning, we go back to bicycles in 3, 2, 1. Twist, 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 twist. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, halfway there, okay? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, hands under your butt, right into it. Down, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3, 4. Down, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3, continue. Down, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3. How about 2 more? Down, 2, pull that belly in, good. Up, 2, 3. I think we got 1 more. Down, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3. Yes, you can. Now, Hands next to you, knees at 90 degrees. Ready, set, tap, and then reverse crunch. Woo! Tap, reverse crunch. Wish you guys could hear Minnie snoring behind you right now because she is snoring so loud. So hopefully it's not being picked up by the mic or audio, but it's very cute. It's just very loud. Good. So maybe if you hear a rumble, you know it's the princess in a deep sleep. Good work. Let's do 2 more. So tap those heels, reverse crunch. 1 more. Good. Exhale, 3 rocks to seated, okay? 1, 2, 1 more time, stay up. Here we go. Navasana, final pose, guys. Chest up, 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 up. Final pose meaning for your core. Good. Arms. Smile. 5, 4, 3, 2, feet down. Let your arms come over your legs. And then exhale, just round the spine forward. Nice job. I want you to sit up really, really tall and just let your ankles cross in front of you. And then we're gonna raise our arms all the way up and then take a nice seated spinal twist, which should feel really good, especially after doing all of that core work. And then exhale, look over the back shoulder. Only thing I worry about when she's in those deep snoring sleeps is that sometimes if like one big sound happens, it's where she decides to go crazy barking. So we'll see. And then exhale, side 2. Good. Twist, twist, twist. I'm a blessed dog mom that she does just watch me teach and doesn't have to be put away upstairs or in a crate while I'm working all day. So that is kind of nice. And then exhale, come back to center. Good. Let's kick our legs out in front of us. Almost done. Raise your arms up to sky. You should feel a nice heated stomach after some of that work. If you can grab the sides of your feet, beautiful. If that is way too far to reach, put your hands down wherever you are. And then you can go flat back, which is where you gaze forward, or rounded spine, which is where you gaze kind of down and back. Breathe out. Good. Slowly take your time. Come on up. Bend your knees, plant your feet, scoot your bum up, and then we're going to lay down onto our back together. So hug your knees to your chest, please. Side to side, and then exhale, ground your feet. 1, 2, 3, the pelvis is going to come up. The feet are going to push down. The quads, they're super engaged. You lift higher. Palms up if you want here. Good. Strong variation of Setu Bandhasana, bridge for 3. Keep lifting. Hug those inner thighs together. Don't let them open up. 2. And then you'll lower upper, lower, and then the bottom. Good. Heel toe those feet apart. Drop your knees to the right and left. So it's a windshield wiper of the knees, also known as a scissor of the knees or a side to side. One more time right, one more time left. Nice job. Let's give ourselves a big hug one last time, maybe a happy baby. And then please fall into a short Shavasana together with your legs long and your arms relaxed by your sides. I invite you to slowly deepen the breath in and out through the nose. And I encourage you just to kind of feel your whole body in a place where it had this opportunity, kind of depending on when you start and end your day, to just move for the few 25 to 30 minutes. Heating up the stomach, flowing through the poses, and getting your mind in a much more quiet place is the goal of your practice. Take 3 more breaths on your back, please. Really inhale in through the nose And then you'll exhale out this same exact location if you can. If not, then gentle exhale out of the mouth. One more time, inhale as you breathe in, in. Exhale to push the air out. Then you're going to give yourself a big hug. So knees to chest when you're ready. And remember, you are at home, so feel free to stay in Shavasana for longer. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and sit up if you're ready. That short and sweet relaxation period together. And I invite you to bring your hands to your heart. So sit up nice and tall as the hands meet the heart. Relax. Let your mind become just as quiet as your body, and I promise it will allow you to be more clear, thoughtful, successful, and with the opportunity to give back to those around you. Have a really beautiful day, and as we bow forward here, Namaste. Thank you for practicing, and I hope you feel good.